Hi Stampers and Crafters, thanks for joining me today. My name is Susan Timchak. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I thought I would share with you a fun card I created today. Just playing around with some of my new products from the Occasions and Celebration catalogs. And what I'm focusing on today is the Lift Me Up stamp set, which is really cute. And it has a coordinating up and away thinlit dies. So let me share with you what I'm going to show you today. So I thought it'd be fun, this hot air balloon card. It's hard for me to show you, but it kind of is. Let me open it this way. You know, it's hard to see, but it has a floating balloon in the center of it. So when you mail it, you can flatten this out. Let's see, it probably would be best. Let me turn it this way. Flatten this out and send this in the mail. And then when the recipient gets it, just has to do a little fluffing and it kind of floats in the center. It almost looks like the hot air balloon is in flight. So, I'm sorry, I have this little frog in my throat. So what I did before you came is I used the Thinlit dies, which this is the hot air balloon. And like I said, everything that I'm using here today is by Stampin' Up! And when you run it through, we have this machine. I'm not going to show you it because it won't fit in the camera. But it's called a Big Shot, and it's a die cut machine. And it's a handheld crank unit. And I ran this through the Big Shot. Sometimes with a lot of these intricate dies, it may still be stuck in the die like this. And it's hard to get out. But Stampin' Up! Has this tool. And let's see what it's officially called. It is officially called the Big Shot Die Brush. And what this kit comes with is this brush that has these real hard bristles on the end, and it comes with this sponge. And all you do is gently run this over, and you'll see little pieces coming out. These little tiny holes in here is what this die brush does. It goes into to help you release your image, and there it is. And if you notice you have some stuck still in here, just run your die brush over that and they all come out. And as well as on here, you can also put this in your hand and run this through, and all those little tiny pieces will come out for you. And if you find that still some of them are still in there, you can go ahead and use your paper snips and just poke them out, and then you're on your way. So if you don't have a Big Shot and you use another machine, this die brush set can also be used for that as well. So that is how I did the balloons. And these two balloons, I cut two of them, did them separately because they're so intricate. And I cut these out of Night of Navy. Now I see a few little things didn't pop out down here at the bottom, so very easily they come out. So to create the card, I'm actually using a card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4 using my paper trim over with the scoring blade. Then I also used, let me get that on here, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it is so windy here today. Like the wind is like ripping, and we keep getting these snow squalls. I used the Framelits Oval collection, and what I did is I ran through these two pieces and cut the oval out, and I also ran it through here and I cut the oval out, and these will get layered onto here. So this makes your little window. Okay, so now we'll take our two little balloons, and I'm going to gently fold them in half. Our cardstock with Stampin' Up! Is a nice thick weight to it. So some other cardstocks, I mean, you might not be able to do this because if you fold it, it may tear. But with Stampin' Up! You don't have to worry because of the weight of it. These are our mini glue dots, and they come on this roll. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, normally you would take, you know, your card to it, but here's your little glue dot. A little residue on there from my project before, and I'm basically just going to kind of roll it up, and I'm going to stick it right here on that edge where I folded, And I'm gonna use 3 of them to do this. And you'll see why in a minute. And I'm putting it on that edge so it won't be so noticeable. Maybe need 4 for this. And I apologize, my nose is running a little bit. Like many of you know, I have been sick, and I'm starting to finally feel better. So I usually put my little microphone on, but I didn't put the microphone on, so I hope you can hear me okay. So now I'm going to take a piece of our copper thread, and I used the copper thread just because, I mean, you can use a silver or gold, or if you have fishing line or something like that. So I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to place that onto the glue dots in the center, just like that. So I hope you can see this well. And I'm going to take my other balloon, and I'm actually going to sandwich that in between, just like that. Okay. Alrighty. And there you have your little balloon. So then what you want to do is I'm going to adhere. Now this paper, this designer series paper that I'm using, this is actually free with a $50 purchase through Stampin' Up. So if you were to get the bundle with the stamp set and the coordinating framelits and add a few pieces here or there, you would be able to get this paper for free, which coordinates with it. And I'm just using my snail adhesive to go along, making sure I cover the top and the sides. And then basically, you could decide which way is going to be up. And you're going to lay your little balloon piece in the center. And there's my cat, Tommy. He probably wants to eat again. So you'll put your little balloon on there, and then go ahead and put this over the top. It's kind of hard to see here with the black background. So let me see. Layer this onto there and put that all together. And my little balloon came apart, but we'll fix that. Like that. I'm going to trim my little pieces here and here. Now those pieces I cut out from the center, you know, you can go ahead and keep those. You can use that for something else. But what I thought I would do, because of the blue in the background and the blue there, I thought I would add some adhesive to this. And I would line this up. Probably would have been best to do this before I put my balloon, but we'll make it work. Pardon my head if it's in the way. Put that inside. I have a little saying here, love is in the air, which is also in the stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and put a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of there. Peel off the backing. Put this along the bottom here. And this one I'm just going to trim up a little bit because I just want it on the very edge, but not interrupting the flow of the balloon floating back and forth in the card. And there you have it. How fun is that? So here's the black one, and I put inside a little saying to this one, thanks for lifting me up, but you can choose to not. You can always write a little something here, or you can put a piece of white cardstock on the back and put your little sentiment there. So how cute is that? Your little floating balloon. I think it's adorable. Let me show you a few other cards I created using this stamp set. Here's another one. I used again the black balloon, and this is the background of the same designer series paper. I have a little glue blob in there, and all I did was folded this piece down because the back of it, our papers are double-sided. The back has these little drops on there, and I thought that one was cute. Here's another one. I used, again, this background piece is designer series paper. I put a piece of vellum over the top, And these little clouds, love is in the air. And this one is done on our shimmer white cardstock, and I added a little bit, a wink of Stella, just for a little, just a small amount of bling on there. And here's another one using the same designer series paper, kind of like the same technique I did there, except I just took this cutout circle I used from the other one and just put it over the top, and a little bit of coordinating cardstock there. So I hope you enjoyed these cards. If you don't currently have a demonstrator and you're interested in any of the product I showed here today, please contact me. If you have any other questions on this, or there's anything special you'd like to see, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you again real soon. Have a super Stampin' Day, and glimmer hugs to all, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.